Welcome to my sacred space. Today we're going to continue where we left off, talking about light frequency and cellular acceleration. Not only how it can heal the mind, body, and spirit, but how I actually utilized this knowledge to heal myself. I was told by two different doctors at two different times that I had growths, cysts, within my body that were ridiculously large and needed to be removed. So surgery was scheduled, and I went home to do my own work and before the date of the surgery. So I started to visualize, and this worked for me. It's not necessarily a blueprint or a level or series rather of information that I would give you to replace what you're doing medically, but I would invite you to incorporate, if it resonates, this information and always make it your own. So I went home and I started to visualize the growth, not as solid matter, but as light. And that meant that there wasn't a density to it, but it was actually transparent. So I visualized it not only transparent, but I visualized the matter that I was originally told was in there. I visualized it as light in the form of communicating with itself. Sometimes disease or growths or even mental and emotional imbalances align with an inability for one cellular wall to understand what the other cellular wall is communicating. So it's a breakdown in communication. And so what I did is I started to visualize a dialogue within that non-matter, that non-density form, as communication in a way that understood itself. So I literally started creating a new script, if you will, for that area. I also encapsulated that area so it would no longer grow beyond the massive level that it was at. And only every moment, with every breath and every heartbeat, I instead set the intention that with my body in every moment, that which I encompassed would grow smaller. It would not grow, it would contract smaller and smaller. I visualized the growth, and instead of it being solid density, I visualized it as light, transparent, and then I changed the dialogue within it from being one of chaos and of interrupted or confused language to a language of health and well-being that not only understood itself but communicated that to its surroundings. I did that by visualizing the energy of love and also literally communicating with that energy and placing it there. And that with every breath and every heartbeat, whether awake or asleep, that area would begin to contract versus expand, because I put that in that dialogue as well, that the light frequency taking the place of the density would contract with every heartbeat and every breath. Could I say heartbeat or breath any more times? I think so. Heartbeat or breath. So the opportunity was for me to experience the capacity to alter my own DNA, my own script, my own life force to align with my desired result. Fast forward to the appointment day, to the actual surgery day, where I asked for just one more little look by the doctor, and on both separate occasions with both different growths in different places in my body, they were gone for good. So I speak to you not from a place of, here, try this and maybe it'll work for you, but I speak to you from a place of, I have lived this result, so therefore as a physical representative, I know that it's possible. We all have the universal law of free will. We all have the possibility and opportunity to choose differently. I chose this outcome, and I chose to deal with this information in that way. And so, as always, never replace your own truth with information, but instead make it your own, apply it, believe in it, and allow yourself to experience your body's relationship with you, even if it's a slower rate of speed maybe than your vibrational intention. Give your body some time to respond and represent that that is possible. The reason that light frequency matters is because if it is indeed a language that we are all able to tune into, and that actually that language represents not only that we are alive, but that we are connected throughout not only our telepathic and intuition, but the community of consciousness, the mass consciousness, that I know that it exists. And if it does exist, or it becomes a conscious knowing for the community that you're in, or for yourself personally, that then the ability to affect change, not only for yourselves first and those in your community, but to send compassion, love, empowerment, health, and well-being around the globe is possible. It's absolutely possible. And so this dialogue that I share with you is not only about you and for you, but it's about the opportunity of awakening and awareness that we might contemplate that we are not just physical form limited to where we stand or where we are, but that we are light and energy, frequency, vibration, electromagnetic fields, etc. And that because of that, we have the ability to go beyond ourselves and reach ourselves, a part of us, wherever on the earth plane that you desire to project, send, or focus love in. And love not just being an emotional experience, but it is a universal equation. It is one that literally can restore, renew, and recreate matter, not just in the auric field as I've seen it do, or internally in the human body as I've also seen it do, but love as an energetic equation has the capacity to recreate and restore consciousness, yours and others. So you see, there is great access within you to much more than meets the eye. But it is your third eye, if you will, and your ability to trust, your third eye being your intuition, your higher sight, possibly your dream state, your awarenesses of your intuition and what it's sharing with you. That your third eye, which many people refer to, is possibly a higher consciousness that you are a part of and that is connected to you and that you have access to. So with that said, whether it is a mental, emotional, or physical or energetic, and they're all connected, so one affects the other, problem, fear, or anxiety that you're dealing with, start communicating with those areas, all of them, or just one at a time, and start choosing to not necessarily interpret, but interject and integrate the possibility that you are able to affect change within not only the cellular body that you are, but your environment as well. I always say start with yourself and go from there. Blessings. Bye for now.